Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. In this video, we're gonna talk about, is Kim Kardashian out of touch with reality? Let's talk about it because I want to see if I'm the only person who, like Kim, like, I don't care about certain things. I don't care to know. I don't see how it's going to be beneficial, even though Kim is saying she would love to know. Now, what had happened was Kim did a podcast recently and she was talking about, the fact that she hasn't went grocery shopping in the past couple of years. She doesn't know the cost of certain items and she, would like to at least know how much it costs for a carton of milk, right? No. I came across one lady reacting to Kim's comment on TikTok. And I was like, I don't know the cost of anything either. I'm a single woman and I'm not wealthy. I'm poor. But when I go grocery shopping, for me, I keep my mind leveled because I have so much going on with my body. Like, I can't put anything on my head that doesn't need to be on my head. So for me, don't ask the cost of anything. Don't ask me how much I paid for something, because when I step into that grocery store, it's either I can afford it or I can't afford it, and I don't overwork it mentally. Even today, I thought today was Sunday and I made rice and peas, and then I see people saying Saturday on social media and I'm like, oh, today's Saturday. I don't care to know what day of the week it is. I don't care to know the time. I don't care to know anything unless I have an appointment, unless it is very important for me to know. But to make this video more relatable so that we all can be on the same page, I want to share the clip with you guys. We're going to come back and talk some more because I want to see how many people out there are like Kim Kardashian and myself, especially if you're not off money, okay? So let's take a look at the clip together, shall we? And then I'll get back with the rest of my commentary.
You guys might have seen this clip going around.
I mean, I don't have a concept of what like certain simple things cost, which really is, I'd like to know a little bit more about what like a milk carton costs.
Like, obviously, I could go on a rant about how out of touch she is, but of course she is. This is that woman's pantry. This is that woman's pantry. This is the play village she built for her children behind their $60 million home with a little Starbucks. This is the closet for shoes and bags because she needs a separate closet for clothes. Rich people live in their own worlds. Can we just stop praising this sickness?
Guys, I'm gonna tell y'all this. You guys know I don't defend Kim Kardashian, but I don't think she's out of touch on this one. You guys know I don't defend Kim. I want you all to go look at that short video that I just posted, and I said it's my Sunday dinner. Today is Saturday. Like, I had no idea because I really the only time I keep track of the day of the week is unless I'm in the corporate world. If I have an appointment coming up, if someone close to me has an appointment or something important to them, I'll keep track of the day of the week. But there are things that I've realized that we've been programmed. This is in my opinion. We've been programmed to focus on, and when we focus on those things, I don't see what it does for us. I don't see, if I work from home for myself, why I need to keep track of the time? Why do I need to keep track of when it's midday? Why do I need to use my brain to do all of that when it's not going to improve anything for me during the course of the day? If it will, then I'll keep track of it. That's how I've been looking at life for the past couple of years, especially with someone who lives with an autoimmune disorder. If I don't have to think about the cost of groceries, I know the cost of groceries keeps increasing because like hell, I live in Jamaica. And when I see an American, doing a $200 grocery haul, I say, oh my God, I wish I could get all of that stuff in Jamaica for 200 US dollars because food is very expensive in Jamaica. But what I've realized is this. When I focus on what is the cost per item, it's very stressing. It's very depressing. And I started telling myself when I go into that grocery store, if I can buy one banana, I'm going to buy the single banana and that's all I can buy and I'm going to get my ass out. If I can go in and buy just a milk and just a fruit juice and a bread and 6 eggs, that's what I can buy and I'm going to buy that and get out. Sometimes I don't even have the time to be comparing prices because you know why? I've learned that buying the cheaper items will cost you more to your health, sometimes, not all times. If you know about brand and quality and history, brand quality history, we know sometimes that the cheaper brands, they cost you more at the end of the day, right? So I've stopped focusing on certain things. I've stopped focusing on the days of the week unless I'm in the corporate world. I've stopped focusing on public holidays unless I need to because I want to know, is today when I get paid double, Like outside of that, I'm not focused on when is an holiday. Who needs to have all of that in their head? Like, why? Why should I have all of that on my brain? Why do I need to have all of that on my head? If someone comes to my home and say, wow, I love your sofa. How much did you pay for it? And I said, I have no idea. They think I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding. I have no idea. If I go into the store and I like the sofa and my bank balance says, yes, bitch, you can afford the sofa, I'm gonna buy the sofa and I'm gonna go home and that's the start of it and that's the end of it. I have learned to not put things on my head that's not important too in that sense. Not even the cost of food, because no matter how you put the cost of groceries on your head, you know what you're still gonna have to do? You're gonna still have to buy groceries. So why worry about the things that are the variables? They're non-negotiable, right? If it is the case that there was a mother who has an extremely tight budget and there are 3 different kids in the house, picky eaters, and she wants to please all of them, and she has to see how she's going to spend that $200 to satisfy everyone in the household, so she has to know the cost of everything. In my opinion, that is different. But Kim has her money. And Kim deserves to have her money because what Kim did for her money, you and I would not do that for that money. You and I have too much shame. Kim is shameless. Kim did her sex tape. She did her Playboy and she did Kanye West. She took what she could. She left and they kept moving. They kept moving and they kept moving. You and I would have been tired, burned out, exhausted. Our conscience would be robbing us by now. Oh my God, were we fair to that staff? Oh my God, were we fair to that business? But Kim keeps moving, honey. She keeps dancing in the storm. She is moving however she needs to maintain her lifestyle. So I don't think this woman is out of touch with reality, not this one. Because guess what? One thing I've learned is this. Time is money and money is time. Why should Kim be over there, be determined to know how much it is for groceries when she could spend that time having a business meeting, making more money? I would be doing that too. And someone else go pick up my groceries. Do you know how many times I wish I had someone to go pick up my groceries for me. Do you know how many times I've been so sick I could not go into the supermarket to pick my own groceries? I had to use a service to pick my groceries and bring my groceries to me. And I don't like people touching my food like that, honey. I don't like it. But I had to use that service at that time. So I don't think this woman is out of touch with reality. I think we need to let people be, understand that we're not gonna all live the same life. And so what if Kim is wealthy and you're out here poor, struggling and all of that? It is definitely not Kim's fault. Kim was given a good start in life. We weren't all given the same opportunities, and that's not Kim's fault. So oftentimes when people drag this woman, it is so unwarrantedly of these people to be dragging the woman because she's able to afford a good life. Because honey, if I should become a rich bitch tomorrow, and I know that I've worked for mine, ain't nothing you can do to make me feel bad about me and my money, honey. You could tell me that I'm tone deaf. You could tell me I'm out of touch with reality. I don't know how much it is for milk, and I don't care to know, because guess what? You're not gonna have me sit down to press about milk. Ain't no way. And then after you're gone, you know what's gonna still be here selling? Milk, of course. You're not gonna have me sitting down worrying about the cost of bread, because after I'm gone, you know what's still gonna be here selling? And with a cost increase, bread, of course, sugar, and everything else. So why should I sit down and worry about those things when they're out of my control? It's not my health. It's not anything that jeopardizes anything for me. And especially knowing that if it's something that I want, I'm going to have to spend my money to, like, that's how I reason things. Why should I put that on my head only to know I'm going to repeat the process to buy it again? Like, why should I keep that on my head? Like, why? What is it doing for me? How is that satisfying me when I have it on my head? It's not. And that's how I think, that is how I look at life. And I think sometimes we just need to leave this woman the heck alone. She's not out of touch with reality. Not in all cases. Not because she doesn't know the cost of groceries. It doesn't mean she's out of touch with reality. But that's just my opinion. Anywho, let me know what you guys think, and we're gonna talk some more in the comment section. Peace.